What's up, everybody? This is Brad, and here we are with E3. No, we're watching the Summer Game Fest, and I don't really know what to expect. The only thing I know that's going to be revealed today is the Season 4, Chapter 4, Season 3 trailer for Fortnite Wilds. Epic is going to reveal the trailer here. So, will that be the first thing? Who knows? But I'm excited because, like I said, I don't know what to expect. Anything and everything could show up here, except Nintendo stuff. But I was reminded right before this that Dragon Ball Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi is coming back, so might see that here too. So I don't know. We got 8 seconds left. Let's see what they've got for us. The following program may contain content that some viewers find offensive. It may also contain flashing lights that may trigger seizures or... wasn't up there long enough for me to read it.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Everybody, welcome to Summer Game Fest.
Welcome to not E3.
We are in person.
I'm gonna always call this part of the year E3.
We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person with a live fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody. When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1. It delivers, don't worry. Alan Wake 2, the reveal of Fortnite's next season.
That's
and
tomorrow,
yes,
by the way.
We do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss. That's all I'll say right now.
He says that.
But let's get right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting. Here we go.
Great, that's what I'm here for. What is this? Oh, this is Prince of Persia?
Our kingdom is cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the immortals, to rescue him and save the empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
Okay. I've never played Prince of Persia, so I don't know if this is what this is, but they did say Prince, so like a side-scroller type game. This looks pretty good. Pretty good though.
In these times of
I don't think it's Prince of Persia.
is the only thing that keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save
What the-
the kingdom.
I mean, I was wrong. Okay. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. Okay.
There's a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming.
Like I said, I don't know much about Prince of Persia. I've never played a Prince of Persia game, but that looked pretty good.
Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right.
Mortal Kombat, right?
Mortal Kombat 1.
Yep.
Couldn't keep you waiting on this one.
I've never played Mortal Kombat either. I'm winning people over all over the place.
That reboots the series into a new era timeline, and it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story.
I actually do want to check out some of the more recent Mortal Kombats, like the one that had, what was it, 11 had, I don't know, the one with Spawn and the Joker, Rambo.
I have had enough of you. Then go before I put you down. Fight.
It's too bad you can't play this on YouTube. From what I understand, it's very hard to keep a Mortal Kombat video monetized on YouTube. They do not like the graphic violence.
There are other champions, I must gather. What do you want? Seto, it's my family blade.
So none of my videos from No More Heroes got demonetized, but I mean, or not, like, age restricted, I should say. None of my videos aren't monetized. Only one of my videos on my channel has been age restricted, and it's from a teen rated game. So that's, you tell me what happened there. SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. Oh, it did the Star-Lord, wind your middle finger up thing.
Protector of Earthrealm. God of Fire. You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
So is this like Marvel vs. Capcom, and you call in, you know, your characters to come in and do a quick special move?
If this becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
You know what? I just remembered something. I take that back. I have played one Mortal Kombat game. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. And I know that, I think that one's not supposed, like, most people think that's not a very good game. Like, it felt kind of complicated. The fighting system feels a little more complicated than, say, like, you know, Street Fighter or anything like that. Well, I'm betting YouTube is loving this video. YouTube standards are going like, ah. Some laugh. Somebody was trying to watch this with their kids. Remember when they made that one game where they had people, they told the animators in the game to go look up real decapitations and mutilations and stuff to get the animation as accurate and realistic as possible, and many of them were like traumatized and had to go like
I mean, that was pretty
tons of
good, right,
therapy to
guys?
get over it, and it was like
Now, I'm
that's
sure
a
you
little
have
bit too
many
much.
questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon.
Like, yeah, that should have been like a real awful thing. Like, you know, it's like, you want to make this video game? You need to look up real murders and deaths and all that.
All of the gameplay of
It just-
MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this because first of all, this is in a it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into, like, you know, a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, you know, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your sort of your main, you know, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Yeah, normally in a fighting game you'll see a roster, basically, you know, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters, and these fighters actually, they will join the fight. But they,
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay. You know, so you can you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. You know, the best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come in? It's not a tag team thing, right? Where
Yeah, exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, you know, push that button with towards, and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo. Almost.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And you see, there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll limit it, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but you can.
So that kind of it is kind of like the tag system, except you can change what move they use. It's not just one move, you know, every time.
Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
Amazing. So time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? You can same thing with Scorpion, but a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
was
popped in there.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, you know, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, you know, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known, that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yes.
That was people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a huge first full circle moment. You know, the first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. You know, we were this close, like 4 or 5 times.
I don't really know what to say right now because I'm not really super interested in this. So,
his voice
I mean,
Johnny Cage
I know they were hyping this up a lot. So,
well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years, and so but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And, you know, throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters, you know, so there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for...
I would just assume that any playable character is a cameo character as well, and then just the cameos will be used to fill with, like, you know, maybe somebody that they didn't want in the actual roster. I have a hair in my eyebrow that keeps annoying me. That's why I keep messing with it.
Amazing. So excited about that one. All right. Next up, it's been a couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4,
it's still there.
Which is truly fantastic. Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grind and Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
I don't know anything about this.
Hey you! What's going on?
Swarmed immediately. Gee. Looks like the old Neversoft logo with the eyeball. Find out more July 28th.
Looks amazing, and there's more coming in July. Last week marked the release of Street Fighter 6, a game we featured last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
An update for a game that just came out? Hell, is this like robot Ryu? Cyborg Ryu? This is an online-only game? Is that what that said?
Welcome to Bikitoa Island.
What is this? Was it robot skins for all the characters? Oh, Jesus. Bring me back. Did Ryu and Guile break the Summer Games Fest stream? Exoprimal. I remember Exoprimal. I wanted to check that out. What's going on here? Wait.
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show.
Which game was that? Was it for
Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That
Oh, it's a new game?
The craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
There's nothing.
That just confused me. I thought it was Street Fighter DLC, and then I thought it was Exoprimal DLC. I guess it's a official crossover game. Okay. Dead by Daylight, Nicolas Cage. He's everywhere, man.
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight in July. I mean, I don't know how these things happen, but I figured the easiest way
Money.
to find
That's how
out
this happens.
probably to go right to the source.
Oh, is he gonna actually come out on
This man's
stage?
bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades of incredible films. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage!
There's gonna be a similar moment to who was it? I can't remember. Was it Michelle Rodriguez who came out on stage talking about playing Tekken in the arcades? It always feels like when they get a celebrity for these things, these are people who just don't really care much about games. It's like, hey, I'm in this one, so I'm here to promote it.
To your very, very cool club, everybody.
I don't know. I see a lot of people like Nicolas Cage, so he may legitimately have an interest in video games. I don't know though.
Maybe he'll show up in Fortnite. Maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game. But Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's
He'll show up in
so
Fortnite.
easy.
Everybody ends up in Fortnite eventually.
When I make movies, one of my
Except
favorite
Mario.
genres is horror. And in this, and in
'Cause we
that
know how
genre,
Nintendo
there's
is.
a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing, and she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. And he's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have, when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right. Fully method, Nick Cage. I love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an
Hopefully it's not
awesome,
something like,
you know,
that hurt.
so many different characters. For you,
Ow.
how did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody
world?
very important in my family is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast,
Okay.
and that really put the hook in, ha, pun intended. See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say, it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make,
I'm allergic to gamers.
It's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space, because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video.
Yeah, you
game
have to
world.
learn how to
Nick Cage,
act
more
without
games,
actually acting off of other people.
Nick, thank you so much.
It's harder than people think it
Nicolas
is.
Cage, great to see you, man.
A lot of people come out and like, oh, I can do voice acting. Like, yeah, try. It's like the morons that say AI can replace voice actors. Like, okay, yeah. The AI can only do voiceover if it's regurgitating things that people have said by actual actors. It's a cheap imitation. This does look pretty funny, though. Seeing him in the game. got like a permanent scowl on his face. He's unimpressed by these monsters. I guess that's why the gameplay footage, not finals, on there. Don't worry, he'll emote in the actual game. Somebody's laughing crazy in there.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Now,
It's
lately we've been seeing an incredible number
true
of
for
video game
anything in
adaptations.
video games.
Back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series.
The
showed
Witcher!
potential of well-done adaptations, and later this month,
The
Season
Witcher,
3 Volume
that
1
character
arrives, and now it's
was
time
in
to work for
Fortnite.
the
I
trailer,
know that much.
introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Hello, Witcher fans. We are all gathered here today to share something with you.
Be sure to tune into The Witcher Season 3, Volume 1 debut. Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our brand new trailer for Season 3 of The Witcher.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer Games Fest and enjoy the trailer.
I messed up my line. We ain't paying you to redo it.
It won't get you a statue.
Reminds me of this story I heard from watching. God, it's a relic, but the land of the lost. The commentary. There's a point where the actors they speak over each other by accident, but they didn't have it in their budget to take the time to go back and reshoot the scene again, so they just left it in. So they really didn't have time. They just didn't have the money and the time to go back and fix mistakes.
Everything that's happening.
There's a scene where somebody falls in a hole. Like it's supposed to, like the scene, so like the character falls in this deep hole, but because it's not actually a hole, there's a trampoline over it, but the fall shows them bounce up a little bit so you can see that they actually didn't fall through a real hole, but they just left it. Glad we're plugging a TV show. And it's a Netflix show, which means that if it doesn't do what they want it to do, if it doesn't bring in as much money as they want it to, even if it brings in plenty of money, they'll just pull it from the service and you'll never see it again. These days, if a show gets canceled, you don't get to watch it on like video later. Show gets canceled now, they pull it off its service and it just becomes lost. And it can be something that actually made millions of dollars. It's just the expectation was this will make us $8 million, or let's say, you know, it'll make us $1 billion. Well, if it only makes them $900 million, then they're like, well, this was a failed venture. We can just write this off as a tax write-off, get some money back for it, and we'll pull it from the service, and no one can ever watch it again. Well, here comes Fortnite. I guess. No. This ain't Fortnite. A skull! That's how you know it's scary. A moving skull. A floating skull. The Witch Hunt. War of the Skulls. You play as a dead guy out to kill other dead guys. Witchfire. Okay, we follow up The Witcher with a game called Witchfire. PlayStation. VR 2. Oh, VR game. Notice requires Google's new VR goggles. $3,500. I always feel like the advent of VR is just so like if you're playing a game in VR, it's so they can suddenly just send you an ad for something. Or throw ads over your gameplay. You're about to snipe somebody on the edge of a building and you get an ad for ibuprofen. What? These oblong freaking TVs.
No choice. The root will destroy everything. For all time.
The root. Like a demon tree.
No turning back after this. You sure?
A lot of shooter games. Kind of why I tuned out of that last year's Xbox showcase for this time of the year. Like the first 5 or 6 games were all first-person shooter, zombie shooter games, or alien zombie shooter games, and I'm like, come on, man. By the time they started to get away from that type of game, I was just like, this is boring. These at least look a little more interesting, I guess. These giant monsters. Remnant 2.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises.
Dragging this out.
As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok to react to the news.
It's kind of weird, though, that Fortnite's going to drop the trailer here a day early. They've already revealed the Battle Pass officially, so that's a strange decision.
Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe for watching more than 30 minutes of the show. Now, speaking of surprises, another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
All right, what you got? Sonic! Whoa! Generations feel. Who's that? Whoa! It's classic Sonic. This is like the new Super Mario Brothers approach. You can mix and match characters. Team up. Is new Super Mario Brothers, but with Sonic. Okay. This looks really good. Jellyfish? New powers. Side running? Wall running in a 2D game? Oh, there's the mini game. Oh, that's the classic one. Eggman. Whoa. Sonic Superstars. That's cool. I like this one. Who is this? It's like a wolf. This year. Okay.
How about that? A new standard for 2D classic Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched, and as you're about to see, the game is bringing an exciting new character
Oh,
to
Jesus.
fantasy RPGs. However, we don't
The
just have
Genshin
it
devs.
for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't you get bored running across the map every day?
Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished. Where's our next stop? I can't wait.
Another busy day ahead of us. For the clouds. Bullets from the boat.
The tournament's starting. Great. Let me get warmed up. Strike first. Need a hand? My pleasure. Let's see some sparks fly.
Huh. Never mind. I miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time? Time
What?
for a buzz.
Codename PlayStation 5. What was that about?
Speed too slow.
Later this year on PlayStation.
I like the art
Inspired by
style.
the story of Pinocchio,
It's fine. It
Lies of P
kind of
is
looks a
a
little bit too
Soulsborne-like
close
game
to
from the
Fire
team
Emblem,
at
though.
NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year. Well, if you're wondering exactly when, we have news to share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
I thought he said Pinocchio. What's the deal with like a sudden interest in the Pinocchio story in the last few years? There like two. I know there were at least two different Pinocchio movies released either last year or the year before. Maybe three. This looks like cyberpunk Pinocchio. Call it that. Cyberpunk Pinocchio. What is this, like Pinocchio meets Castlevania? What is happening? Umbrella weapon. Oh god, no, that's the shark. That's a shark, not a whale. Lies of...
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but let's not
Wait a
make it
minute.
habit.
I was about to say, maybe this was a different game.
That's
but
right, a demo for Lies of P is now available
Lies
for
of P.
PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th.
Are they not allowed to use the name Pinocchio?
A visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time.
Oh, this is that
This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest.
Wait a minute.
I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5.
The story, the Toriyama. Oh God, what was it called? I can't remember. It's the little pink guy. It's like Mugen something, Majin something. I can't remember. This is the Toriyama thing. Yeah. Is that a Game Boy? Yeah. I can't remember the name of this to save my life. I'm actually kind of interested in this. Toriyama doing the designs, and this looks like it's gonna be a lot of this technology stuff. Like Toriyama's like known for like how he draws like the Dragon Ball characters and everything, his character art, but like he goes crazy with like technology. The way he designs like motorcycles and ships and everything. Like I think the flying boat from Dragon Quest VIII he designed, and it wasn't even like requested of him. Sandland. But yeah, he just I think they kind of casually mentioned that they needed a design for a boat, and he just took it upon himself to design it, and said they were blown away by it, so they used it. But yeah, I checked out Dragon Quest because Toriyama did the designs. Can't speak.
An adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it soon. Independent games are such an important part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from iam8bit and Double
I don't feel so bad now. Even he's kind of struggling with words.
Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Stray. I don't know what that is. That's neon white. I can't tell what that is. Oh, I remember that like that sort of fighting game thing. Stray, of course. That mecha thing looks familiar. Yeah, that. Some of this looks familiar. The 29th, huh?
I wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games with an always-changing environment, massive scale, PvP.
I've become less of a fan of the term free-to-play because it always seems like these games don't have a very long shelf life unless they have like tons of money being poured into them. Like it's a game that can only exist as long as it's making money. Like if you have a full base game, like it doesn't matter how many people do or don't buy, like say the new Zelda game. If Tears of the Kingdom was to flop, that game would still be playable. I mean, yeah, they could pull it off of their eShop, but there would be physical copies out there you could get. And as long as you have a system that plays that game, you can play that game forever. But that's the problem. Games like this, games not necessarily like this. I mean, this game could go for years, but the problem is live service games is that they don't last forever. Whenever it stops making money, no matter how many people like the game, it's gonna go offline. Problem is that with so many games in the world, you can't play them all, no matter how bad you may want to. Game looks interesting. Interesting. It just
looks great. I also want to say hello to everybody.
I put on my criticism cap today, I guess.
Free Steam decks for you right now. But on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a
To be fair, I haven't seen anything on here that looks awful.
One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
He's dead. Or maybe not. Second chance. The big spin kick. So it's just big night battle, but you have superpowers and magic. I don't know anything about that. Is that like where you jump in and you're paired off into two teams and just whoever does the best wins? What is this? Oh, I remember seeing this. It's that weird animal battle royale. That looked like a Psyduck. I remember seeing people play this. Party animals. This actually looks kind of fun. Okay, September, okay. Barbed wire baseball bet.
Summer is coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light Tuesday Human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out
like
with
the Predator.
next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them, you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
Bop. Bop, 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 bop. Crash. What is this game? I mean, like, what kind of game is this? It's not like a traditional Crash game. I don't think. Team Rumble. It's like a collectathon. Xbox. I am fish. I still haven't played Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, this looks kind of like... No, well, maybe not. I was going to say this might be Fortnite. I saw a like jungle-looking thing.
Summer Game Fest isn't that great, by the way. Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable Ripperoo and Engine, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness. Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
I don't know anything about Alan Wake.
Good to see you. Looking dapper as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we are so excited because when you
Only the highest quality commentary on this channel.
You said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have 2 playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are on their own separate terrifying journeys through 2 different worlds, and yet it's all connected. And the player gets to switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw, obviously, at the PlayStation event, you revealed Saga, the second character. Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls, and she's sort of living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this. So, yes, we have Alan Wake.
Yeah, we're not really ready to reveal that yet.
Dimension of the Dark Place. Yes. And then we have Saga, our new hero, FBI agent, coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls, together with her partner, Alex Casey.
Okay. So how and they're somehow linked.
He just that ended awkwardly.
Ritualistic murders.
Okay.
And
Still
very
can't talk.
quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story. Maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come through
Spoiler.
around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about. You said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How? Because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. Yeah. This can be enjoyed as is. Saga doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive, and with that,
it's always a good call. You don't need to have people, expect to know what previous thing was to play the new one.
So that you can hope to play Alan Wake in the Dark Place as he's trying.
I think Tears of the Kingdom did that pretty well. You don't really have to know what happened in Breath of the Wild to play this game. It helps a little bit, or at least you get the full sense of the whole story, but you could easily play Tears of the Kingdom and it not matter that you didn't play Breath of the Wild.
You can go on as Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially, so we can't wait to see how these stories intertwine, I'm sure, throughout the experience. Today, though, I know you brought with you some gameplay of Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it. So tell us, what are we going to see?
They're hyped. 10 people clapped.
Forces of darkness have brought the murder victim, in this case, back to life as a monster. And Saga is outside Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake, trying to find him and stop him.
Okay, with that, let's take a look at raw, unedited gameplay from Alan Wake 2. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta have that little warning at the bottom. So that people who analyze the grass don't sit there and think, "Yeah, that blade of grass looks like that other blade of grass. It's copy and paste. I bumped the mouse."
Sounds like somebody's home.
Jump scare win. I'm waiting for it. Abandoned old house. Better go in. Somebody left a pair of pants. Oh! Run, Bambi. Yeah, they tried. What the hell? It's a demon? Like satanic force? Shoot them 10 times and just mostly just made them mad. Demon monster came out of this house. Let's go back in. Horror tropes. Oh, there's your gun. Bigger gun with a bigger boom. Oh, lovely.
I knew it would be here, like I saw it in a dream.
Yeah, let's just pick up heart. Just casually pick up an organ.
Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
Join the galactic war.
My pledge is eternal service.
How do you move in armor that big?
Eviscerate this abomination. Come forth and be slaughtered.
It's like you're wearing a mini Gundam with a skull on it.
Open the gates. Care to see if we can slay more Xenos for the Chiron? I thought a piece of that statue would offer more sport. Hold them back, damn it! For Ultramar! For the Emperor!
And you get a gory little statue if you order the big set. What's this? This looks familiar. For some reason. He dead. My potatoes! Charge! Yes, your grace. Snowfall. That was interesting.
Beautiful indie game, yes, your grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
I keep bumping the mouse.
We gotta be ready. Nobody half-asses it this time. Ruby.
On my mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh god, we got licensed music in here, so let's talk over it and let all this not get my channel flagged or whatever. And here it goes, because we gotta license music from people who probably don't care about games. It gives Get Video Games a bad name. Oh boy. Twitch streamer's struggling to hit mute right now. No! Never listen to this song again. What does this song have to do with slaughtering zombie monsters? Why? Shoot. So many shooter games in this presentation. This is why I mostly just focus on like Nintendo Directs, because yeah, there's bound to be a shooter or two in there, but these other presentations are just filled with them. There is some good stuff though in this. It hasn't overwhelmed me like last year's Xbox show did.
And today, a new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers. He's a second antagonist that is voiced by a familiar name.
Voiced by a familiar name. Does that mean a celebrity or somebody that people are used to?
To defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without.
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them.
What is that
New
walk?
age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash on the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Friends, allies,
Let's stand still as you laugh.
let us usher in a new dawn. This city is mine.
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I don't know, shall we?
You said it was under control.
It was never under control.
Gortash.
I don't know who any of those characters are supposed to be.
Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me, still for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right. This fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man!
Sounds like you guys are a little hyped, so to tell us more is Brian.
My mortal Fortnite enemy.
At Insomniac. Brian, thanks for coming by. I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, it looks like we have some fancy art behind us. Is this the box?
This is the box art. This
okay.
is, here it is. I mean, it has 2 on the box for a reason because this game features 2 Spider-Men, so we're really excited about it.
Absolutely.
Makes
Peter and
sense.
Miles, we're so excited about this experience that you guys are doing with these sort of 2 characters. We saw some great gameplay at the PlayStation Showcase, but I want to talk about the 2 villains, I think, in the game. There may be more.
There are more. There are more out there.
The main ones, but we have some new art to show of, we obviously, Kraven, we got the reveal at the PlayStation event. So tell us a bit about him and how he factors in.
So Kraven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or, tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York for his greatest hunt. And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So Peter, Miles, and others, he's on the hunt.
And others.
Yes. Yes.
But Venom also, obviously, Symbiote is a part of this whole story, as we saw in the gameplay. There you go. Good reaction.
I'm glad you're happy.
I don't know how much you're going to tell us about Venom. Is this, can you tell, is this an Osborn Venom? Can you tell us, what's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or?
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
Our goal was to tell an original story.
Okay, I don't know enough about
in the comics and the movies. Yeah, obviously.
that. I know Venom and Eddie Brock and
all those things you love about the character are going to be there, but how the story plays out, who is Venom, you have to play the game to see how it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. That's
keeping that a secret.
Obviously, the symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think we were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation Showcase.
Could be a twist that Venom is actually Kraven.
When you're playing as Peter, so tell us a bit about that and how the gameplay is going to be dramatically different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw it in just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
He's, we call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power, aggression, which you saw both in the moves and how Peter talks. So it's not just what happens in gameplay, it's what happens, how the story plays.
I've only played the PS1 Spider-Man game.
You saw some of that, and there's much more of that journey.
These actually look really fun.
The journey is also more expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more of sort of
the city is pretty much doubled in size. So it's Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web wings to traverse at speeds way faster than they were before is really awesome.
Hugely ambitious game you guys have been building over the past few years. We saw at the PlayStation event.
Use the web and throw that truck at him.
23, and I think we're like getting close to that. Are you guys feeling confident that you're gonna make it this fall?
Jeff, I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
And I can promise you we are very confident what we're going to tell you right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Okay, I guess they're gonna drop a date.
October 20th, Spider-Man 2, exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Got it.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thanks so much for stopping by. I know you got a lot of work to do.
On Steam next year.
Thanks, Brian.
Probably.
We got our date. All right. Now let's take a look at Pal World, a multiplayer open-world survival.
Oh, Pal
game
World!
Where you can befriend and collect mysterious creatures called Pal, who can also fight. In other words, like
I kept thinking like Game Freak's gonna shut them down, but like too many of those creatures are just Pokemon, just 2 Pokemon fused together. But I'm curious to see what looks like now. See, that looks like Eevee on the platform. Totoro with the gun. I mean, the little sheep with machine guns is just funny. I mean, they're even named kind of like Pokemon. Reptyro. Date? Alright, January. I can't believe they put Pal World in this. At least that tells me that the game did not get shut down by Nintendo and Game Freak. Now what's this? It's Ganondorf. It looked like Akuma and Ganondorf. Dragon! Land of the Morning Light? Black Desert.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we
More
told it
skulls.
ourselves. With hammer and axe we mine and scout. Across Middle-earth, delving for riches. Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria.
A mining simulator? No. Yes, kinda.
Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together. It's time we took back our home.
Lord of the Rings, okay. I guess that shows how much about Lord of the Rings I know about. Commercial! It's the same one from earlier. Thank you, Samsung.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
Legendary. Oh, there's Sephiroth. Please pick up. Is this gonna be corny? Oh boy, what is this? It's just a Final Fantasy VII gacha game, isn't it? Ever Crisis?
registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, no. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. You can get a free burrito when you order from Taco Bell code GameFest.
Boo!
To win a Final Fantasy 16 prize pack, DoorDash.
You got our hopes up, man.
All right. Now here's a look at a game we debuted last year at TGA. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, the story of two
He's
ghosts
trying not to
in the
laugh.
haunted wilds of North America.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. I banish you. Death to the dead. Do we kill? To be together again?
Or do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are.
So what is this supposed to be?
Red.
Well, you have to choose between saving certain people and killing certain people? Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden.
それで今回の指令は
あなた好みの単純な力仕事です。
Is Yakuza?
警護していただきます。頼みましたよ。コードネーム上流。大丈夫か？
ええ、お待たせしてしまって。
トラブル発生。車はまだか？
到着まで3分。何があった？
お前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れる。さもなきゃこれから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ。
Well, he told you. Ow. Like a dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name.
Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Change username to just Stan.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Booster capsule 12. There, Stan. Green across the board. Looks like we're good.
I like jokes like that where the advanced technology is just too dumb to understand like a simple request.
How long has it been now?
3 years, 2 months and 17 days.
Undersea exploration.
He shouldn't be here. Someone there? This doesn't make sense. There's someone else down here. No.
Is this Subnautica? Under the Waves. Okay. Water.
It's a beautiful new game, Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact. All right, next, Call of Duty.
Educational moment.
Coming this fall, along with Warzone Mobile. Today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone, launching next week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo. Yep, it's all happening. Check it out. Here you go.
She's laughing. I just don't care about Call of Duty. Did you say Season 2? He said Season 2. I'm 99% sure he said Season 2 there, and he just said Season 4 on the screen. Maybe that's a different thing, I don't know. Free to play!
Season 4 next week. Today is a big day for video games, but also a huge day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turns 75 years old today. And to celebrate their
You're gonna bring out a new car?
Gaming space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game. Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today, inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
So this is a console inspired by the car, right? Is that what he said?
Here it is, Porsche Xbox Series X. These custom consoles are not for sale, but you can enter for a chance to win one right now at Porsche Xbox.
I don't know how I feel about a console being that busy.
Social channels for additional.
I've always liked the very simple kind of looks for consoles.
All right.
I don't know.
Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim.
I mean,
genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and.
Then again, I like the special designs for like controllers and stuff.
PC players too.
Yeah, I don't know.
At Faith Farm.
I mean, it wasn't ugly. It's just
Life in Azoria's been
I don't know.
treating me well. Days pass so quickly. Before I know it,
I think I've seen this before.
it's been a breath of fresh air. I think we found a way to get cozy and settle in. But there's something more I've been itching to explore. Realms where magic comes to meet us. As long as we're prepared, we can face anything.
Yeah, it's like Animal Crossing, but with an RPG kind of thing going.
So much yet to discover. Are you ready?
Okay. That looks like a cute little game.
Promised variety. There it is. Faith Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode.
That's all I'm asking from these, man. Throw us a little bit of variety.
The developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben? Man, you guys have been on fire. Last time I saw you was at the Game Awards when you won Best Mobile Game. Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've been doing a bunch of new features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made.
This guy's excited.
Some new game modes. Yeah.
Yeah, new game. Is that a segue, Ben?
Certainly, yeah. I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week. It's Conquest mode. It's a great way to get a super competitive experience and some exciting new rewards. But you don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben.
And even he brought it up.
All right. Well, we heard you brought
check out our new game
with you for us to watch, right?
Oh, yeah. So listen, I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people, and maybe
that is the opposite of me in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Fair.
And I like to think it's because they suck. No offense, Jeff. But sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Lamuntis 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power.
Medusa.
Next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Bar. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
This was like the first turn in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. The number of times I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and lost after the first turn are just...
And the world premiere first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds. Now, if you're looking
Fortnite!
Up your gaming this
The
summer,
best game ever!
Side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets. Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
Oh. If I hit this desk and move the mouse again, I'm going to throw the mouse.
Sacrificed everything to save your kind.
Excalibur. From the United K. I'm looking for heaven. I'm going to California. You know what that's from?
Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.
This is more licensed music. Licensed music. Ruins video game showcases. Legends Rise was the name of the most recent Godsmack album, too. What's this?
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight.
Gloom?
You rallied to protect the beacon and paid a terrible price.
That's what they call.
You fell.
That's what they renamed Malice to in Tears of the Kingdom.
Who you are and return to us. This world needs champions.
This is like a MOBA. No? Not a MOBA. Wayfinder. That looked interesting. Fortnite! This is just an ad for Fortnite Creative. I mean, this is kind of cool, but like, all the creative stuff I've tried to play in Fortnite is just... It felt real buggy.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
Project under construction.
Conquer the galaxy in about an hour. Stellaris Nexus?
One more game?
Good morning, scavenger. Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value to Scavax.
Space Trash Scavenger.
Captain's
Okay.
log. Stardate 43152.4.
Star Trek?
The fleet is cautiously entering hostile territory, and the crew is standing by in case they want contact.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Star Trek Infinite.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023. It's Will Arnett here. Yeah. Right? My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July
Little
27th.
LA Knight reference there.
I'm very excited to share a
I don't watch wrestling that much, but
of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
This is gonna be fun.
Swung a little wide there.
Well, aren't we a tall glass of water? Me? I'm more of a Hawaiian punch. I'm guessing you don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
Look, clown, I don't need 4 wheels to kick your ass. Any chance we get this back in the cars?
No.
How about a little kill music?
Oh, yay, yay, yay. We're having fun.
She had dumps like a truck. That's like what? All night long.
Let me see that thong. Baby, let your booty go.
Oh, boy.
You want to show?
Well, this is at least the most amusing trailer today.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times the disc broke. I'm not a liar.
You said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
It was a misunderstanding. I've been getting shot at ever since I can remember. It's a forced habit, I guess.
Sounds like you have trust issues.
Wait, that was a TV show? I was about to say, like, what is this, like, gonna be, like, a Twisted Metal fighting game?
Who hasn't dreamt of duplicating oneself in order to multitask? This new hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer.
Hack and slash, but strategy.
Warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Okay. Something with a little bit of a different art direction?
Receive my light, Lisfanger. Let this power flow through you, and fight again alongside your past selves.
I'm here again. That's another me. I look good.
Oh, I get it.
I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me.
Wait, what? Wait, hang on.
You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
Like, is that like a...
I will become Legion and crush these demons.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought the ability was like, you will redo what you just did, but you can combine, like, previous movements with, you know, new movements. Like, if you went to the left this time, then your doppelganger will do that, and then you combine that with a new strategy, but it looks like you just duplicate yourself.
Fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Came out a little early there, guy.
A cool game, super high production value.
It was kind of funny. He was just kind of strolling in from the side before Jeff introduced him. It was kind of funny.
Behind me, he's a battle mage that controls all 3 forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it, you know, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage Jack comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he, yeah.
Riff raff, street rat.
Trauma,
I don't buy that.
Magic.
I hope Disney doesn't get mad at me.
Squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an ever war fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something.
High production. We spent tons of money on it.
The most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this is a wild part of the game. This trailer is going to be showing you the Immortals and myself confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of this game, and trying to end the Everwar. And it's taking place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Avium, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Not for the Switch, though.
Sandrax literally pushed us.
Switch bursts into flames. You try to buy the game.
Already is.
You hear Mario's voice coming from your Switch. Please don't buy this game. I can't handle it. There's a meme somebody made of like the first episode of SpongeBob where they go to visit Sandy's tree dome, and they clipped out Patrick coughing from his lack of water in the tree dome, and he said it's the Switch trying to run like No Man's Sky or something like that. Patrick just and for some reason, that clip of Patrick coughing makes me laugh every time.
Get to the control room and protect Selko. Zendara and I will hold off the Rashanians down here.
Got it. Gotta get to the control room.
Yeah, every switch that sees this game's data is just gonna immediately be like, nope, and refuse to power on. Either that or just explode. Doom with magic does seem like a very appropriate term to use here. Reminds me a little bit of Halo moments where the ships would fly in and drop off aliens. That attack ain't doing much. One battle mage.
I want to fight this war as one of you.
You're what's called a triarch. The Pentasod has gifted you with the ability to manifest all three colors of magic.
Seems unfair.
We're only going to win this one together.
Use all of the magic?
Love that we get to show you guys so much amazing raw gameplay today, and that game looks incredible. Coming out this summer from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is Fortnite, and tomorrow,
here it is.
Chapter 4, Season 3 Wilds launches, and today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a
I'm still curious to why they're revealing it here.
secrets to discover. And
Unless there's some kind of extra big reveal.
And unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
All right. What is the big secret reveal here? Because it can't be the battle pass because they already posted it on Twitter. Fish stick. Yeah, the raptors are back. We can ride them! That's something people have wanted for a while. Vine surfing? Probably to replace the rail surfing. Rail grinding, or whatever they call it. I just wish the Fortnite story was a little bit more, like, coherent. Roll out. Mini Optimus. So that's the logical excuse for why he's so small. Jesus. Crosshairs. Sloan! Dr. Sloan's back! Nice, but what is her story involvement?
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, time to get to our
He's like, I don't care about
It
this.
is a deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a
He was just
world-building
like,
trailer that gives us
Fortnite Wilds
a look
launches
at an
tomorrow.
expansive world that we can't wait to explore again. This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. And I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases. The rumors were true.
What rumors? Oh, Midgar. I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure. Barrett and Tifa dead.
Search and rescue operations are already in progress.
I really should play the original Final Fantasy VII.
Just look at it all.
I bought it on Steam and just... I keep forgetting I did.
Everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
I've been wanting to play more older games on the channel.
But in reality, it's barely hanging on.
It might be time to boot up Final Fantasy VII.
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're
asking
In
me
Smash
this?
Brothers.
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Visually, these look cool, but isn't the fan base kind of split on whether or not they're good remakes or whatever?
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
I'm not confused. Are these supposed to be like new versions? A new version of the original Final Fantasy VII story? Or like continuations? Or like alternate storylines or something?
All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later this summer on August 22nd for Gamescom opening night live in Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Alrighty. Bye-bye. Yeah, you know what? I actually enjoyed this. As everybody, I guess, starts gathering their crap and leaving. But yeah, this was pretty fun to watch. I think. And so that it doesn't run into something else, I'm going to hit pause. But, I think, let me see, what was my favorite thing? Like, the Prince of Persia game that they started off with stuck out to me. I'm surprised they ran Pal World. But at least now I know that that is a real game that will come. Really thought that they were probably going to have to do like, well, we're not sure. Game Freak kind of sent us a cease and desist. But looks like it's full steam ahead. But the Sonic game, that looks really fun. I was not expecting that. So I guess those are the three things that really impressed me out of this. But like, I didn't see anything particularly bad, just things that I may not have personally been interested in. But yeah, this was a fun little showcase. And I'm excited to see what else they got going. I don't know if I'll watch the Day of the Devs. I may not. But this was fun. What do you guys think? What did you like about this show? Is anything in particular you thought stood out above anything else? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. And we'll keep an eye on all these other shows that are going on the next few days. And I'll check out the ones that are interesting to me. I will give the Xbox Showcase another try. Hopefully it won't all be first-person zombie alien shooters again like it was last year. Anyway, appreciate you watching. If you watched, we'll see you later.